No, it's not.
Yeah, just
What? I thought we can't have Wi-Fi.
no, but I have to look at network settings.
Well, let me because it's working. See, the internet is working. It was because of the. Yeah, let's do this. Studio. Just don't say anything bad in case if we are live. Live. Okay, so it is live. I just cannot see anything.
Leave and reset.
Analytics subscription. Okay, so it is working. So we just cannot see anything. So see, this is just locked up, so they can see us. Hey guys, we are trying. Good morning. It's kind of froze up for us, so we can't do anything. Just bear with us for 1 minute. Sorry.
Can you see us?
Yeah, it's working. See,
Okay.
yeah, it's showing us that it's not working, but clearly it's working. Give us a sec. See that? Yeah, it's streaming right here. That's weird. Okay, well,
Well, we'll just look at the spinning wheel, right?
yeah, we're gonna look at the spinning wheel then. It's weird, but very cool. Okay then. Well, good morning. Oh, sorry. Good evening, everybody. Sorry, I have like on my shirt here, I was just brushing my teeth, and I realized that it's freaking 9. Oh no! Run! I thought you have live. Fast.
Boat life. We were late for our own live.
We were late for a little window. I think it's the um, our air. Our air conditioner is called fans.
Oh, someone's saying wind.
The wind. So a little wind noise. Richard is saying.
Oh, all right. So let me turn this one down a little bit, and we'll just sweat for everybody.
Hello, Corey. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Greg. Hello, Ian. Hello, Paul. Hello, Jude, Richard, Jonathan, Bobby. Hello, guys. Hello. Thank you, everybody, who's spending with us their Saturday evening.
Yes.
And
Either they don't have a
have a life. Thank you very much.
For you guys that don't know, there's a 12-hour time difference, actually Eastern time. So when it's light out for you guys, it's dark here, and vice versa. So it's 9 a.m. here.
Yes. It's 9 a.m.
in the morning here.
Yes.
And we can't hit table here.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know, guys, because we have the spinning wheel. If everything is good, if you can hear and see us, and if what kind of wind noise is it? We shouldn't have any wind noise. It's kind of weird.
I turned the fan down.
Yeah.
I had it on high. Well, look at your hair. What do you mean we shouldn't have wind noise? Yeah, I don't know why there's wind noise.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. So happy everybody could make it here. We're going to wait a little bit before we start into the meat. But in the meantime, if you've got some questions, go ahead and shoot them at us.
And to shoot them at us, you guys need we have a live chat. If you just quick instruction on the live, we have a live chat here on the right that you guys can ask all your questions or comment. There is a little bit of delay as always, so sometimes we respond and then we only see your responses later on, like 5 minutes later, so sometimes it kind of doesn't make sense. And you need to be subscribe to the channel and be logged in with your Google account to be able to participate in the live chat. So,
and yes, we are in Thailand. You can't put your arms up here, otherwise this all keeps bouncing. There.
Okay. I'm gonna be sitting like this.
Yeah, we are in Thailand, and we have been, as you see, working a lot on the boat, making sure that the boat is really off grid, learning a ton about catamarans.
Totally new territory for us.
Yes, or in Yana's terms, catamaran.
Catamaran.
Yeah, catamaran.
Everybody's saying, what did you guys buy? Like catamaran.
So we are currently between Malaysia and Thailand at some little remote island, We were on a mooring ball. The winds kicked up really, really hard. I still don't trust mooring balls. So we, at 9:30 at night, we fired up the engines in pitch black. Our spotlight batteries are dead. No batteries here. So we went by using Yana on the front deck, moved to another location to find out that you can't anchor there. It's patrolled by the Royal Navy. You can only pick up a mooring ball, but there's no balls. There's lines floating in the water in a little yellow piece of something.
Yeah, so we had to anchor all the way outside for the whole night, being the beating waves. Then early in the morning came back and finally were able to moor.
Yeah. So we are figuring out the life of mooring, the life of how different a catamaran is, which it is very different in both a lot of positive aspects, and then we've had some experiences that are brand new to us. Anchoring, breaking bridles, being in storms. We have definitely been getting our feet wet is the best way to say
Yeah,
it.
what about you guys? Where are you right now? What are your plans? Let us know in the chat so we can read also as well.
So are we still working?
Don't know, by the way. Hey guys, anybody who is joining us, let us know that you are here. Write
Okay.
something in the comment box.
Breaking anchor. Got it. All right. So Jonathan is keeping us alive and well, knowing that we have something going, because our screen's telling us that we're going live constantly, and it doesn't look like we can stop that.
Yeah, it's like super weird. But because if we stop the live chat to try and fix that, it's gonna stop the live chat and we're gonna have to restart a new one. So that's
Okay.
not gonna work.
So we'll keep going this
Yeah.
way. And where's normally it shows how many are
Good
here.
video audio in Okinawa. Wow.
wow,
That
cool.
is what on my list to go.
Sore fingers here. Sore fingers. Sore fingers. Type, 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 type. So yes, we are out of the boatyard. We had to go in the boatyard on the hard stand, they call it here, because it is a stand. When we came here to check out the vessel and did a complete analysis, there was vibration on one side. We had water leaking in through one of the sail drives. And because we're in a very remote place, according to the world, it isn't like you can find parts, service, or you can even find a marina. They just don't exist here. They're quite rare. So we wanted to make sure everything got checked out, and then we had to change the boat for what we call off-grid living. We're not day sailors. We're not charter a boat for 2 weeks. And so we spent, I guess, almost 3 weeks, but I can tell you we had more finished in 3 weeks than we would have finished in a year.
Yeah, so officially some of you guys asked why William was not doing work this time, but so basically some of the boat work is considered work in Thailand, and by the type of the visa, the tourist visas, right, you can't really work. So that's why
Best not to.
yeah, best not to, basically. Yeah.
You find out when you get there, you can do a lot of things. People are pretty chill. Everyone's really relaxed, not only in the boatyard, which was phenomenal. You need something, they drive up the cart, they give it to you. They would prefer to carry it on their cart for you to the boat than you carrying it, because that's kind of a dishonor if you're schlepping your own bags and luggage and everything else around. So it's kind of strange getting accustomed to being served, I guess is the best way to put it. But it's what helps their economy. And at the same time, we found some amazing craftsmen, the welders, the electrical guys, the solar guys. There are so many experts here. I packed a container thinking I was going to need everything from a tool to a cable. And I got to tell you guys, there's more here in one store than 50 Home Depots.
Yes, and there are still craftsmanship here that people carried on through the years.
Yeah, they continue to work. They have high degree of skill. They're used to sketching something on a piece of paper, and then they come out and they weld it and they cut it and they grind it and they polish it right below your boat while they're having a tea. And so a lot of things just get done. I mean, we were worried about so many things not getting finished. Well, when someone says 12 o'clock, we'll meet you at the boat, they're there at 15 minutes to 12. We're so accustomed to being in Miami Beach, where 12 means maybe 3. Well, not here. You better be there early or they're going to be working already. They're going to take the motor out. They're going to do what they were planning on doing because that's how they, I guess, credit themselves. So,
So let's say hello to the chat,
yeah.
right? Alrighty. So hello everybody. Hello who joined us a little couple of minutes later. Why are you guys late? All right, Richard, good video like Okinawa. Okay, that's where we start. William, love your new boat. Chris, hello from Glendale, Arizona. Highway Star, looking good. Corey here, love watching your show. I think you guys are awesome together. Enjoy it while you can. This is what life is about. We are trying to. SV Last of Autumn, hello from Virginia. Hello, Joe. Hello, Jonathan is saying loud and clear. Okay, looks like we're good. Stephanie is asking, Tom and Steph here want to know where you headed next. Hello, Tom and Steph. Hello, guys. So where are we heading next? I'm doing the chat, you doing the talking.
Yes, I'm looking down here. I'm wondering what's going on. Next is we're going to head off today, right after this, to another one of the islands closer towards Malaysia. We're heading over to Malaysia area, and then I guess just check the boat out and make sure that things are working properly. The boat came with a water maker. Still don't really know how to use it, but we are going through water on our old boat. If you guys didn't know, prior to this, we had a boat called Dawn Hunter. It had 1,000 gallons of water. We could take showers, baths, wash the boat, everything. This boat doesn't have that. So now we're constantly monitoring water and saying, okay, we have to use seawater for cleaning the dishes, seawater for cleaning ourselves, and then rinse off. So it's a little bit different. I will get the water maker figured out. But so we're going to be on our way to Malaysia. We'll spend a month there, and then we'll be heading back to Thailand. There's a lot of visa requirements about how long you can stay somewhere where you go and come. So
it's a lot of requirements for my passport. Not as many requirements for William's passport, but he has me, so it's not that he can do much about it.
We're a couple.
We are bound to my passport for right now. So Barry is asking, did you check out Sail like he redid the sacrificial kill? I don't know what that means. Did you check out Sail like he redid the sacrificial kill?
You know, I know very well the man that owned this boat. He had a charter company. He's very, very ill. He had to go back to the States. So we took over the payments in this boat, one of multiples. This was his own. And he was an old oil guy. So he didn't cut any corners on the boat. He didn't charter it. When we raise the boat up, the sacrificial keels are exactly that. They're if you hit something, they're going to break off, but they're not actually connected where they're going to break the hull. There was a little water when we raised the boat up and dropped it down on the hard. So we went ahead and cut out all the caulking and then recaulked that, just because the guys didn't have some things to do a few days and I wanted to keep them busy. So we checked the boat stem to stern. I guess the last 8 months, it didn't get the maintenance that it should have because it wasn't being utilized constantly. And those are some of the details. And then there were some warranty issues that were right on the edge within a year, like the bladders. And after researching, if you only have 1 year to go with the bladders and you're already on the hard to have some warranty work done, we just decided to go ahead and do the additional things.
Like always.
Through hulls, we had a couple leaking. So the boat, its condition and the inside, the interior, exterior is like pristine.
Yeah.
It's some of the mechanical things that they haven't used the water maker in a year. They pickled it, so it's supposed to be okay.
So we hope.
Yes. And we blew the hot water heater up underneath our master cabin.
Yeah, have you guys seen that video? It was crazy. I was like, I was right going in the bedroom hoping to have a good sleep. I threw the pillow on the floor. I don't remember why. I was joking or something. And the moment I threw the pillow on the floor, it just boom, and this like fog starts coming out. I thought that our air conditioner is about to blow up. I was like, William.
Something's on fire.
Yeah, I thought something was on fire. It was wild.
Wait.
Touch to William nose, so we know you're receiving. Yes.
I was touching my own nose.
Hey guys, in case if you just joined, we have a live chat going on right here. We can see all your messages. You have to be logged in with Google account and in YouTube, signed in, and have to be subscribed to our channel at least for 5 minutes. And if you're here and you're not subscribed, why are you here anyways? Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can see the spicy Yana has changed a little bit. So
bad.
I think she's very happy that we're not doing boatyard work. She's like, if this is another 3 years.
Quackle, quackle, quackle.
Yeah, yeah.
He's telling me I'm quackling.
Yeah. Bye.
Hey guys. Tell us that you are here. Let us know in the. Oh, so where I was going with this, you can write us all the questions you want in this live chat box. There is a little bit delay between the chat box and us, but we're gonna. I'm reading the messages. William is talking.
Supposedly.
Sometimes he wants to read the messages and he's like staring.
Michigan. What part of Michigan? I'm from northern Wisconsin, and I know that there's snow beginning there. I see a couple people have snow in Canada. I do not miss. I'll dodge coconuts any day than to shovel
There is
snow.
Michigan. There is also Chicago. Corey's from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay. I went to college in Green Bay.
Blue
Corey.
Dog Oz Woofers saying came in late, but we're in Thailand. Are you ATM? Well, quickly, we are on the way from Thailand to Malaysia.
At the moment, ATM, not a machine. We are at some little island. I mean, the island's amazing. There's dive places all over. We had a mishap the other day. We both were going ashore, which you're going to see in an upcoming video. It's pretty hilarious, but we ended up having to put the dive gear on and go down and retrieve a camera that got thrown in the air when we went unexpectedly swimming.
Yeah. Oh, also, guys, we know that we promised you boat tour. We know, and we actually went at anchor to try and record boat tour. We didn't want to record it in the marina, but like William said, it's been freaking crazy. So we're going to be recording our boat tour today, as far as it's not going to rain or something. Yeah, and so it's going to be released this next Saturday upcoming. Yeah. We cleaned the boat. We're all ready. We're all ready for you. So, question from Joe: how difficult is it to travel world if a person only speaks English?
You know, this is better first answered from Yana, because because her first language is not English either. So it's interesting hearing her second language English, and in other countries, other people's second English, and then communicate.
I think English is all you need really in this world, and there's also something called Google Translate that looks like that. It's an app on your phone, and you can type anything you want. I do it here a lot in Thailand because for example, in tourist places, people are gonna speak English, but in not tourist places, a lot of places like islands where there are not so many tourists, for example, or like small villages in Thailand, there people don't speak English like at all, like zero. So you would just put whatever you want. You literally need like hello, thank you in Thai language, obviously, just to be polite, right? And then you put all you want in Google Translate, you translate it in Thai, and you show them the phone, and they understand you. It's pretty simple.
But to answer the question from the other perspective, no phone, no internet, no signal, people get by as long as you're polite and you're willing to try. I've already made sketches on a piece of paper. I already grab a cardboard box, and as long as I can draw on a box and they draw on a box, you can communicate. So it's not difficult.
Yeah, William actually had this a lot in the boatyard. William is the master of communication. He can communicate to a stump or a frog if he wants to, for real. Like, he's so good at it. I'm not so good, so I'm using my Google Translate. He's using his.
Yeah, I prefer not to use electronics because I don't want to rely on them. And people, generally people that are more established, They don't want to look dumb if they don't have translate on their phone, or they don't want to look unintelligent. So if you've got a pencil or you can draw with something, you'll be able to communicate. Or you just point and you hope that what you're getting and you pointed it is actually, like in one of our episodes, I thought I was getting chicken on the stick and I was getting chicken fat on the stick. But I still got something on a
It
stick.
worked. Yes, yes, it worked. I mean, it's so cool here. Like I see all your questions, guys. We're gonna answer them one by one in order. What I like really about traveling here in Asia, and I was telling William, is that it's so different from USA and from where I'm from. It's just you're discovering the whole new world, new traditions, new food, new drinks, everything. And it's just like every day can be a discovery or multiples. Like I just love it. I think it 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 brought me back to my like sort of childhood age when like you look forward to the day because there's going to be new discoveries. That's what for me is Southeast Asia. It's amazing.
And also, probably, I guess, the segue I did mention multiple times is that the craftsmanship here is still 3 and 4 year generation old. We had a iced coffee from a lady yesterday on the island, and she has been doing the iced coffee on the island in a little stand the size of an outhouse for 30 years. 30 years. And she was so proud. She was showing me how you make it, what you add, and why. This is the mentality here, whether it's a boatyard, whether it's a welder, whether it's an electrical guy. People are, when we launched the boat, the Volvo families came down with their kids. One little baby the wife was holding, the other, they had the little son. They all came down to help us launch. They didn't need to. They didn't have to be there. It was after hours. We had like 30 people there helping us put the boat in because we helped them with some work. We helped them with some of their problems. And it was pretty amazing. So the workmanship and craftsmanship isn't just about a boatyard or a boat. If you're going to get an ice cream, if you're going to get a piece of chicken, if you're going to get stir-fried food, you are going to get the best that person can do.
Yes.
They're not pissed because they have to work somewhere.
Yeah, I think it can be different, obviously, in high volume tourist places, but overall, it's still very, very much genuine, and it's truly amazing. So we should go to the questions in the order. Jonathan, how long do you figure break-in period of the boat will be to 100%? Never.
95. We're 95 years old. Now, the break-in period, we're testing a brand new design for lithium with solar. We left everything alone 12 volts. We'll go in more than that in an upcoming video, the technicals, but we put a 48-volt battery system on that just works and pretends it's solar. So we're doing some software testing and making sure that we've got the program right. So break-in period, we probably have another month of where I feel comfortable. We left the boat yesterday for the whole day. We came back, it didn't burn down. There's not any holes. So I would say another month. There's a break-in period for us. It's going to take us a long time to get accustomed to a fiberglass boat.
Yeah, it's different.
And a catamaran. Driving it, guys, go. I'm not doing this as an ad. Go rent a catamaran for a week or 2 weeks. Take a couple with you. They are so easy to sail. They were so easy to maneuver. It's like driving an old skid steer on the farm. You've got dual engines. Oh, compared to what we had.
Thirsty, sorry.
Yeah, Yana's water bottle. This is why we're out of water.
I'm trying to drink 2 liters of water a day.
And I'm drinking
coffee. Hey guys, time to say hello. Hello guys. Let us know all your questions, all your hellos. Where are you from? Where are you watching us? What time is it? Why are you spending with us this evening? All in the chat box. We can see live with a little bit of delay. Hello from Michigan in the USA. Hello, Steven. Hello, Smetsy. I like the name, Smetsy. I probably mispronounced it. Greetings from Antarctica. Like, am I Antarctica? Yes. This is crazy. How is it in Antarctica? Let us know. Jim.
Australia.
Hello from South Florida. Hello, Jim. Hola, thanks for posting. Jonathan, that doesn't seem to be much of delay. Michael, good morning from Malaysia. Hello, Michael. We are heading your way. Creepy Bushman, good to see you. Love the channel. Thank you. Barry, Traverse City, Nautic Hunt, Australia. John.
Wait, pause. Traverse City, Michigan. I know these places. So
Okay.
hello, Barry.
So say something.
And also Iron Mountain, Michigan. I used to be ski patrol in Iron Mountain, Michigan. And so I just see that there's guys from Iron Mountain, Michigan. I have to say hi.
How
Another
about Duluth, Minnesota?
Duluth, Minnesota. Google Translate. He's still using it after 5 years with his wife.
Uh-huh. He's saying, William is always saying we have a joke, but it's not a joke. He's telling me that I have 10% of English, really.
And then now she uses that against me. How did I know? I only have my 10% was working.
Bobby from Southeast Wisconsin. Blue Dog, you spoke really highly of. Oh, that we already answered. Yeah. Somebody's saying in Russian that we are a great couple. They're happy to see us happy. And by the way, somebody asked, I saw here, what's my home country? I'm from Russia originally. Ian, I still use Google Translate. Okay, how are you lucky enough to meet? Oh my God, that question. We answered so many times.
That if you got to go back and look at a couple of lives that we did, you can watch the lives, although they're old. Don't comment to them because some people do. But we talk about how we met, and we met because of this, and we're still anniversary. How many years?
5 years married, 6 years since we met. And hey guys, thank you so much for all the comments you left on our previous video with happy anniversary. I'm gonna go back yet and respond all of them. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Yeah,
we are, by the way, we're running on Starlink. The boat's rocking around, and Starlink has been a way for us to still communicate. We're not always having it operating. We're finding some issues here, not because they can't operate, but the mountains and the hills, if you're in the wrong place at anchor, then you're not going to get signal. So you have to be within line of satellites.
All right. So there is hello from Australia, 1 p.m., Alabama, Saudi Arabia. That is so cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so far, Saudi Arabia and Antarctica, I think, are pretty interesting.
We're in Saudi Arabia. I need to know. I was in Hobart. I was in several places in Bahrain. So let us know where you are when you say I'm in a country, because sometimes I know those places in the country.
All right. So Sweat Crystal, I like the name, says, one thing I still don't know is why you suddenly switched to this new boat. Can you run through it briefly, please?
Okay. Multiple factors. One is that boat, John Hunter, that we love to death, steel, solid teak, was a 34-year-old boat. And our mission was to travel around the States and the Bahamas and then leave, cross the Atlantic or Pacific, and get here to Asia.
Right.
We made a very, I guess, smart decision, is that with a 34-year-old boat and with the way that it was designed, engineer on board could keep it running. But if something was to happen to me or either one of us, that boat crossing the ocean should have a crew member or some additional help and resources. Also, timing wise, I got a phone call about this one, and we made the decision in hours.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit prior, and I must say that engine room and William, like, we talked basically, like, William getting older over time, because we thought that that's going to be our boat forever and ever. And we're like, okay, so if William going to get older and for any chance he will not be able to crawl around, because I mean, it's painful to crawl around in the engine room like that, because there's so much things. And if we call a mechanic, will he be able to fix
the other boat
instead of William?
The other boat he couldn't, and that was the main kind of like downfall for us, because I'm like, if William can't fix it, then what are we gonna do? So everything, like our whole boating life, had to rely on William, because sometimes you still can be boating, but you just are not in that good condition to be fixing something. On this boat, because it's newer, you can actually call somebody and somebody knows what this is, and can go ahead and fix something. And William is saying, what did you say yesterday? How you call this catamaran instead? Like you said, this catamaran's a little hobby toy. It's a little hobby. Something goes wrong, you open the engine room up, you drop down inside, If one engine doesn't work, you run the other one. If the water pump doesn't work, you open up the floorboard, and here's this little tiny water pump. You know, you can lift it out. The water pump on Dawn Hunter took 3 people to raise up. I mean, it was a commercial boat. Um, so we we probably miss steel or the security of steel. We did design and build a new dinghy that you're going to see that's all out of aluminum because we realized where we do want to take chances, we can take chances with a dinghy instead of the big boat. But
Sure.
it also, you can spend all of your life saying I traveled and I circumnavigated, which, hey, hats off to everybody that does that. Well, our goal wasn't to circumnavigate. Our goal is to travel the
Yeah, just
world
to keep traveling.
and see
Exactly.
people
Right.
and meet new cultures. So this got us on the other side of the world and saved us about 30 days and maybe possible danger. Now, the other thing is that boat traveling worldwide through oceans would need to have, as I said, a crew and some assistance. This boat was designed, and many of these boats have crossed oceans. Many of them have no problem handling the seas, and you can single-handed sail this.
There are also 4 cabins here, while in the Dawn Hunter there is only front cabin that was converted by us to a office for me, but it still could be converted back to 2 bunks. But again, not every person would be able to go there to help us out. It would be
Yeah,
it's a boat for a couple or for one person, really, the way it was designed by the original owner.
and you can get a captain on this type of a boat with or without
Again,
experience, and
right,
they can drive it
right.
like driving an automobile. I had many captains on Dawn Hunter that just puckered up and says, "I'm not touching this thing," you know. So
Yeah, that was actually that's good that you brought up. That was another concern. It's not just fixing but also piloting the boat, because even to turn this boat on there was a special instructions. There was so many things that had to be in line and working perfectly. So that's why, like, it just was logical decision for us to do that, and because we want to keep boating, and the opportunity arose and we just took it. And also we want to do actually a video, because since we've been on this catamaran, um, we thought a good way, like how easy it sails and how easy you can fix it, we wanted to do a video, like never too old to sail.
yeah, well, never too old to sail a catamaran.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes. It's going to be a great video. Why we want to do that? So let us know if you guys would be interested in that, because we thought that that was a pretty cool thing. Because not you just have to buy a catamaran, you can also charter them and see for yourself, which
no,
is
people
kind of cool.
people drop on them in the Bahamas and here, and the guy says, "Here's your map. Here's where you go," and he runs away, and people are actually making it happen. So I'm going to jump 2 things. I saw someone answer my
Go ahead.
question back. Um, hey, Rob, nice to meet you. Maybe we pulled a few people off the ski hill. He was also ski patrol. Some very good friends of mine bought Iron Mountain Resort. They had a ski resort in Wisconsin, and you probably didn't know, as a family, every time I'd get to northern Wisconsin, I would always go to Iron Mountain. The ski jumps and the hills, amazing. Also, hello to you in Jeddah. Someday I would love to be in Saudi Arabia or Jeddah. It'd be amazing. I spent a lot of time in Dubai and had a yacht charter company in Dubai for a couple of months. It would be amazing to be in that sea. So hello to everybody there.
And we have to let Jonathan go because he's somewhere. I will have to watch after I return home. Okay, Jonathan, we let you go.
Somebody else has to let us know.
Somebody's asking, David, how hard is it to travel on your Russian passport on that side of the world? Well, right now, you guys know that having Russian passport is not good. So it is hard to travel all over the world with Russian passport currently. You have to get visas. To get visa, you have to go to an embassy of that country. And that is complicated because the embassy, like I have to go to Russia to go to the embassy of that country in Russia, or because I have a green card in USA, I can go to that embassy there. So we almost like can't go anywhere where a super strict visa is required, like EU or what else, like probably New Zealand or Australia, something like that. We can't do that. But here in Southeast Asia, it is much simpler for me. Here in Thailand, there are multiple options for Russian people, for Russian holding passport people, whatever. And so here you can stay for 60 days. Malaysia, you can stay 30 days. Um,
And you can apply
and there
for,
are other options for long-term solutions.
yeah,
That is
there's,
possible.
yeah, it's important. There's long-term visas here. So you can get a long-term retirement visa for 5 years. You can get a,
Not just for Russians, for everyone.
for everyone.
Right.
So the term here is that Thailand wants to be the Switzerland of Asia. That's the key. They don't want to get involved in a lot of things, a lot of fights, wars, et cetera, et cetera. They want to have open arm economy. And you see a lot of expats here from around the globe. You also, there are a lot of people with multiple passports because they have an open arms policy. It's not free, but it really, then the paperwork is pretty difficult, but it allows you to stay for 5 years with a limited check-in process. So essentially you have a lot of options here. So as Yana had stated, until all these things settle down, we're not having to run away from this country every 30 days, check in, get a stamp, come back again. It's very difficult in a boat to go doing what they call visa runs. So,
Right. So, Candle Boats, any plans to have kids? You two have such great attitudes. You'd make fun parents. I don't think I'd make fun parent. I think I'd kill my kid. I am very, very, how you call that, strict.
yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do a good parent.
Yeah,
I
Yana
think
would.
my kid would run away.
The kid would be in the would be on the paddleboard saying, "See you later." No. You know, we both had that very long discussion. We have two daughters. We that they're grown. We had the discussion is that when we very first met, I definitely at my age I was the oldest of seven, now eight. I raised children when you had to wash diapers in a sink. So I'm done. I mean, our daughters are amazing. They both have their own lives. So, and we decided that that wasn't going to be our future. Our future was each other,
Right.
travel.
We really haven't decided like jointly. I didn't want kids. William didn't want kids. So all we really like kind of sat down and said, I said, I don't want kids. And he's like, I don't want kids either. So, okay, cool.
That finishes that conversation.
Right.
Next, how about
Right.
a boat?
Yeah.
How about a bunch of boatyards?
Guys, say hello to us in the chat. What's going on? We want more activity here because we are talking here with you live. Because if we don't see how we're gonna respond to you, don't read the chat. Talk.
I have to. I'm from Wisconsin. We'll get a kick out of this. Ian Maloney.
So many people from Wisconsin. Look at this.
A bunch of cheeseheads here. You know, my brothers and sisters are all there yet. My father is 91. He's still there, alive, and walking through the snow for a beer. I joke a lot. I don't miss the snow. My little feet love sand. So welcome everybody from all over the world.
Hello. If you haven't said hello to us yet, make sure you're signed in YouTube and subscribe to our channel. That way you can write in the live chat with us. Blue Dog saying, I'm 66. I'm restoring in 1981. Cat, have no sailing experience, so open for all observations. So that would be a great candidate for our video.
Yes.
Greg, give them thumbs up. Exactly. We didn't even say that once. Come on, guys. If you're watching, put
thumbs
like
up,
put like on this video.
We're so horrible. Our videos, we don't even say subscribe. We keep running a video and say, did we say subscribe this time?
Yeah, we always forget that. It's horrible. Somebody's saying, Yana, you seem a little scared in the water. S. Why? Good question. I actually don't like water so much. And it's kind of like weird because I know we are on the boat and I just, some people just love swimming. Like my mom, for instance, can swim forever. She would always go far from the buoys and she just loves water. I don't. I'm okay. I can sometimes jump from the boat and just to cool off, but that's about it. I like to be on the water. I don't like being in the water. Plus, I do have some reservations about sharks, but those are not that strong to keep me out of the water. I just don't enjoy it as much. That's the best way to put it.
When I met Yana, she seemed so hard and strong and full of tattoos and really this tough person. I have to get out of the truck when we rent the truck or we get out of something, I have to go in the front so I can like fight all the spider webs so Yana can come through. Or yesterday we're climbing rocks. I said, "Get up here! You have to see this." She says, "Do I have to come up those rocks?" I said, "She says snakes are sunning themselves." She she has so many facts in this head, which are real, but
They're real.
to me, okay, if there's a snake here, I'm gonna like jump over him. And to her, if there's a snake there, I'm staying down here.
No, if there's a snake, it might potentially bite me, and where I'm gonna find a hospital to find an
Yeah,
antidote.
you know. So Yana seems a little scared about everything, but you
But it's
know,
nothing to do with water. I just don't like to swim.
no. It's like I have amazing dive gear. When when the guy left the boat and he said, you know, do you want my dive gear? I'm not taking anything. I have dive tanks, dive gear, everything that I could imagine, and I want to use it. And Yana's like, well, I'll send little fish down to be your buddy, the little remote that she has. So, but
Yeah, I love the underwater drone that we had. It's still in Bahamas, still have to be shipped, but I missed that thing. That one I liked. He can go swim instead of me.
yeah,
Okay, William will get a kick of this of what?
okay,
Ian.
we went.
Sending good vibes, much love and respect from Central Texas, USA. Greg, give them a thumbs up, Fox. Thank you, Greg. Welcome anytime to Saudi. We have great bitches.
10%.
Beaches. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Sorry. So sorry.
So she's still saying, "Can you please tie the rope around the clit every time we come into anchor?" And the guy's like, "I'll do whatever you say." So,
John, I'm aboard my boat in Trinidad. I enjoy your channel, your engineering approach. Thanks for the info. My boat is 44-foot steel sloop. Love it. 12 years now.
cool.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Way to go, John.
Yeah, we can get a visa for Saudi in 1 minute. That's awesome.
Well, send us the link below.
Richard, love you guys. Never thought too that we are so happy together. My name is Rick. Nice to meet you. I'm from South Florida, bought a 22-foot Cape Dory, and I'm learning to sail by myself. So enjoy watching you guys.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Going to French Polynesia ever. And hello, Tony Roten. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Well, to answer the question, one of the questions that seems to be quite common, we're not sure where we're going to go after here. We keep looking in different directions with what's going on around the Red Sea and those areas. It looks like that direction's out for a while. And who knows? What I heard a guy say is that boat plans are written in the sand at low tide. And I'm learning that. You know, God laughs when you have a plan. So we're just taking it as it goes. We're loving that. I always say it's a great day when I wake up. My dad always says that. So we're not sure where we're going to go. We're open for suggestions.
We are thinking really hard about going around the tip of Malaysia, that whole finger, and going to mainland of Thailand like that way, and going also to Vietnam for a season, and then going back. Maybe going to Indonesia also potentially. So we kind of thinking about that, because again, with my visa situation, that is pretty easy. So that is a plan. But again, there is kind of like sort of piracy there and all those stuff. So we don't know. We're thinking about it. But first we have to go to Malaysia. Then we're gonna go back to Thailand and explore. Give it a real.
Yeah, we want
to explore the islands in Thailand for a couple of months and then make our firm decision about next.
And then weather window. You know, we're learning from people here that have moved here and lived here on what to do, when to do it. And so right now we're both in a strange area, and we're learning, because it's one of the few countries that I haven't spent a lot of time in.
So hello from Monterrey, Mexico, Rafael. Hello, Joe, Minnesota here. Cheesehead Blair, LOL. Fun run. I remember your nickname. How are you enjoying Southeast Asia? We do a lot. I said that already, but like we love it.
Fun run. Appleton, Wisconsin. My brother works for a company in Appleton. He's engineering manager where they do equipment. So I'm very familiar with Appleton.
Greg Mick, I agree. No kids. Have I done my due to society by raising a bunch that were not mine? I got fixed. John, hello from Northeast Alabama. Cupcake. Any plans to get that dragon colored in? No, this is a black and white tattoo. And I saw a question somewhere up there also about my tattoos. Guys, I've answered this also so many times because it's like one of the questions that we get all the time together with how we met. So it's somewhere on the channel in details. If you want it like
On the lives.
in exact details, it's also on Patreon. In also Q&A there I went in detail why and what it is. Also hello to our patrons in case if you guys here.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much for your support. We are bad people, we didn't say hello to them.
Yeah, very bad people.
Hello guys.
But
Sorry.
I answer questions. There's always Rob and other people are always saying hello.
Yes.
Um,
And hello from Ubon Ratana, Damkon, Kin, Northeast Thailand. Hello, Ian.
Hello,
Well, that's
hello.
so cool.
Yeah.
Larry, would you ever open your boat up to Patron subscribers to visit you on your adventures?
You know, we were talking yesterday is we might just organize like a couple of catamarans that could be chartered and then do a meetup, something like that, because to come all the way across to this part of the world, it's an adventure. It's something that should be done more for a little bit of time rather than just a weekend. So we're looking at ways that we can kind
Yeah,
of like interact with.
yeah, we are thinking about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely because it was a boat. And now, somebody asked also. I saw a question if we are missing Don Hunter. Are you missing Don Hunter?
You know, I really thought that that was going to be a huge change after 3 years of hard work. We built her together. We did everything together. Um, Actually, the answer is no. Um, you know, the the boat was amazing. It's now with a very good friend of ours that we met through YouTube, and he rode up on a bicycle and said, "I want to be on a boat," and there he is. But no, don't really miss. I really was never a fan of sailboats. I didn't like being under the water.
Yes, yes, yes.
I grew up in northern Wisconsin in a basement, looking at the daylight when I could shovel the snow out. And being on a sailboat, you always went under deck to eat and under deck to cook. And in this boat, I realized that I've met my perfect
Yeah,
water
yeah,
condo.
William is like that. It's been always kind of annoying because like we had to find a compromise, and he would always bring that up. And to me, I liked it. I liked being down below. I thought it was pretty cozy. But William is like, no, I can't be down below, and it's just something that he would not want to compromise. And
And
yeah.
we have Yana has the most used saying that is constant. Spend some time here with your wife. And I'm always up deck looking at where I am and just amazed by the beauty around me. And then she's down there cooking, saying, "Spend some time with your wife." So guess what? Now we're where we can cook, we can edit, we can do
And he
everything.
still doesn't spend time with his wife.
Hey, who would not spend time with this wife?
Sitting now there on that what is it called, helm station outside,
Dreaming.
instead of sitting here with me while I cook, have to beg him, guys.
Okay, stories.
I feel the same way about being in the water, Yana. Even as a lifetime boater, yes, exactly. Sweat crystals, you understand me. Ian William, I'm from New Orleans, live in Central Texas, own an aerospace company who designs and develops innovative advanced concepts for human space flight, and adore your channel. That's so cool.
Ian, we need to talk. I've got all kinds. I've got a nice little lab now in my dream boat, one cabin lab, and designing is my life. So, all right.
Mike saying I would have thought you could get a visa waiver in New Zealand for 90 days. I don't know. I doubt it. New Zealand usually is pretty strict for my kind of passport. I would have to look it up. Cats are epic, but I'm in condo on the water, guys, and worry about slip fees.
Well, okay, that's a very good point. That's why I never even considered a catamaran, is because of the slip fees, the size, etc. Well, guess what, guys? When you leave the United States, there are no slip fees because there is nowhere to park your boat. You have to anchor and you have mooring balls. It's the same cost for a mooring ball of a catamaran as it is for a 30-foot sloop. So when you're traveling abroad, you take all of these slip fees and costs, throw it out the window. You're going to learn how to live on an anchor.
unless you want to live in the marina.
and then try and find one,
Yes.
because marinas. Now, the other thing here in Thailand, I would say 50% of the boats here are catamarans.
Yes.
So there is no different cost for a catamaran in a slip as there is for a regular boat, because they've designed the marinas with so many T heads
Yeah,
that
you know what? You are right.
they don't ask you when you go in, oh, you have a catamaran, that's times two. They don't care,
Yeah.
because the cost of the marina to them in the water, they're not racking you up like a, like a Chicago person. So catamaran traveling internationally and at anchor and at all, if you are lucky enough to find a marina, they'll even put you on a gas stock. You don't have all these rules that we had.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's not as much. There are some rules, but they're different rules on different things, but not on this.
no, there had to be what, 30 catamarans in this little bay yesterday. There's no marina here. They take a great big floating piece of plastic and run it all the way out so the boats can tie off. So, don't discount a catamaran if you're going to travel. Let's put it that way.
Hey, y'all, let's say hello to a couple of people, right? Uh,
Fast.
say hello to us in the live chat. Mike, hey, howdy from Texas. Hello. Casanova. Are you Casanova? Hey, folks, love your show. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Do you have support to communicate with different countries before you arrive to check in and get all the paperwork done? That is actually has been very new to us.
Yeah, and we did learn that there's a couple of agents that are known by different people in different marinas. If you call up the marina and say, "Hey, we want to come in for getting gas and water," do you have an agent that you'd recommend? They're going to recommend you the agent. The agent goes in, kind of high fives. Well, it doesn't high five. The customs people are very serious. Sit down, please. Take your hat off. Make sure that when I call your name, come up. But generally, the women are taking care of the paperwork, and they're up there with everything, organizing it. You go up there and you show your face, and it matches your passport, and they stamp and you go. So agent is well worth the money
Yeah.
to learn the rules of engagement.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, this time we're going to be checking out ourselves. So
Yeah, but
so we'll tell you how to go,
Yeah.
how it went.
But we still text our agent and say, hey,
Yeah.
we would help you out, take care of you if you do the papers for us and just send it. And she says, I don't need to do that. Here's what you need. You already have it. Just make copies.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it's very important traveling in countries, even to have an agent that if you got in trouble, you could call.
Rolando saying, I want to sail, but I'm disabled. I live by the coast in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Bilge pump squealing.
Pump.
If you want to sail, I've seen that people are in sailboats that are amputees that have one arm. That there's all different types of ways to sail. But let me explain to you, there's a whole world out there that you don't even have to put the sails up.
Right.
If you need to, it's good to have it as an emergency, but you can motor in all places and no one's going to like throw a tomato at you. So, enjoy life while you can, even if you have to get yourself, I guess, someone to help you out for a little while, but don't let being disabled just stop you from doing what you want to do ever.
Insane. I'm 7 of 8 kids. Check out Google Patents. Wandering Banami. Hello, guys. Not guys. Hello, Blair. I have been watching since Dawn Hunters on the Heart. That is cool. That is long time.
Blair, then you have the same wrinkles that we have.
I
here.
hope that our videos improved since then. Desiree, hello everyone. Hello. Hello. The chat is jumping on me. Mike, I would have thought you could get a visa. Oh, I already answered that. Cats are epic, but okay. Arjun Grease from Adelaide. Hello, Alex from Adelaide, South Australia. Gunmetal Guy USA from Texas, USA. You guys rock. Thank you so much. 7 boats in Minnesota. Greg has. Argentina from
Cool.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Greg is saying I'm dealing with visa issues also for my girlfriend to come to Minnesota. Marry her. That is going to be a little bit easier. Frank, greetings from Oklahoma. Trying to keep up with your boats. Did you get the wind turbines working? Question. Yes. Not 100%.
Not 100%. Well, wind turbines, it's interesting. Everybody was running up to the boat saying, why do you have those? They're so loud. They're so noisy. They're horrible. I connected them up and they're like, wow, they're not noisy. They're not making any noise at all. They look amazing. The wind turbines are up, installed, wired currently to the bypass switch. And what I've learned is that I can't put the wind turbines directly into a lithium cell bank. So I'm going to run it into an AGM battery, which is on board, use that as a capacitor holding. Anyway, when we go through technical off grid, I'll go a lot more in depth on the wind turbines and the new bifacial solars.
That's going to be an episode after the boat tour.
For those of you, we did not put the solar on upside down.
It's bifacial panels.
We've had a couple of people ask about that.
I think they were joking.
They're double-sided. Well, or the boat's upside down. I'm not sure. Anyway, we will go more in depth on what we did for off-grid because it's not just for a boat.
Hello from Wakanda. Isn't it from like is it from
Hello.
It's from Black Panther.
I was waiting for you.
Washington State here. Hello. Everything in the water around here wants to kill you, Naughty Khan, saying can't wait to get away from the sharks, crocs, and jellies. Exactly. We've heard that in Australia you can have a inflatable dinghy because the crocs are biting it. I found it pretty fascinating. A road trip, very good, William. Without the slip fees, catamaran would be my choice.
Right.
Hello, Wandering Banami. Hello from Washington. Okay. Merry Christmas from the mountains of North Carolina. I've been watching you guys for a while and didn't know we weren't subscribers.
Fixed and following.
Fixed and following. And you guys, all of you, if you're not subscribed to the channel, sign in YouTube and hit that subscribe button. That way you're not going to miss these videos that we are working so hard to make for you.
You know what?
I have to poke this man and say like, come on, let's go record our live to share. And he's like, okay.
You know what we found out yesterday? I was going through all the statistics. Is like 56% of the viewers are non-subscribers. And then Yana says, well, yeah, you have to sign up to Google to be able to be a subscriber. So, well, that's why. I said, who would want to sign up for something? I would just that's not me. I would just go look for it each week. But
what if you forget?
It doesn't help us if we've got 47,000 subscribers. And if that 50% of those are not subscribed, that means we would hit 100,000 by now.
Actually, guys, while we have you here, I'm curious. So do you watch our videos from start to end, or you scroll through them? And if you do scroll through them instead of watching the whole thing, what parts are your favorite? What do you like watching? Let us know, please. Are agents expensive?
You know what's expensive is having guys crawl over your boat and dig around and you feeling like violated. They're not expensive. No, for the service that they provide and their knowledge of the territory. And you know what? They also give you some pointers about, we wanted a car for a couple of days and the girl just went to the marina and said, here's your car. No driver's license, no paperwork, nothing. We text her and said, we'd like to come back to this marina. It's December. Is there any chance? She says, taken care of. We got it for you. So an agent isn't just to do the paperwork. They know everybody since they were little girls. And you know, they really help you out.
Yeah, and I don't remember, what is it?
800 baht.
800 baht. What is 800 baht? Guys, I'm gonna tell you right away. Somebody's saying that we look young in this lighting. No, it's just we look young.
It's boat light.
It's not the lighting.
I'm fried.
I'm fried too. 800 baht is $22, guys. So okay, it might be kind of a lot for some people, but I think it's
in the budget.
In the budget, it's very much worth it.
You know, because you also, like I said, you learn, and then you can do it on yourself. But
right.
Better off in countries. You normally travel internationally. You want to have someone to kind of guide you around.
Plus, you have a boat. A boat is much more expensive than $22 that you want to jeopardize potentially. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so time to say hellos. Come on, guys. If you can write in the live chat that is active right now, write us all the questions, even the nasty ones in the live chat. I'm joking. No nasty questions. And hellos. We're going to say hello to all of you. Hi from CT. What is CT? Do you know what CT?
Connecticut.
Okay. Greg is saying he was married once. Not sure I want to do it again. That's what William was saying.
I was married. Yeah.
Twice. I'm the third. And like he said in the last episode, I found it pretty funny. You never know until you try. You kind of have to go by trial and error.
Well, yeah. It's not like a boat, you know. Well, I could say this. If the person that you are considering married, or if you're considering marrying, or you're considering having a partner, if your life is going to be a boat life, that was my plan. I worked my life to get on a boat and do and see things before I was too old to climb a hill. So that other person better have the same type of passion. They don't need to like water. They don't need to like scuba diving, but they need to like adventure. If it's 9 at night and you've got to pull up an anchor, so you better be having a very serious conversation with whatever that partner is if you want to go boating, because everyone on the boating channels, I can tell you one thing, they all have something in common. They all have that nomad spirit, and most of them have a wife or husband that sticks together. They're a team. A solar sailor is, not bad, but a team is what makes all this worth it. Why would I sit somewhere and look at the goats on the rocks and say, wow, those are pretty goats? It's so much better to say, Yana, there's goats on the rocks.
Right, exactly. And I agree with that. I said, I don't know if I would do boating alone, really. I think boating is, I don't know if any travel is fun by yourself, because you always want to sort of share the experience. And it's just not as fun alone, because, like he said, you don't have anybody to share your experience. You can kind of like record with your phone and, like, oh, that's cool, and send it to your friends and family. It's not the same when you are there together and you can uh, exchange the emotions, because that's what's cool about it. And I saw here, marriage is just proof of ownership. Been there, done that. Actually, you are correct. You don't have to be married to have fun. It's, again, it's another societal
Norm.
cliche norm. You don't have to be married. We're just joking. But definitely, it's a friend group or a partner to get, well, I mean, obviously good ones, to get the best of the traveling, because a bad partner on the boat would be much worse than not having one. That's for sure. Because
Well, yes, yeah, this could be a disaster. A boat is small, and if you can't like get an argument and separate two different parts of a town, so, and one's not going to get in a dinghy and go away. So, all right,
and let's
better catch up
yep,
here.
yep, 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 yep. The Greg is saying there's a good idea. Have a camper that I have a lithium house back, and I have to run the shore power through the LA bat to make sure it works. I do watch from start to end road trip. Saying Stephanie, yes, we watch entire show. Thank you, Larry. I watched start to finish. Where are those people who are scrolling through? I want to know, where are you? If you are here, wondering, Banami, awesome. That's truly inexpensive. Mike, I'm guilty. I've been watching, but didn't realize I wasn't subscribed.
Yay, we're going to get some
See,
subscribers.
that
Merry
has
Christmas as well,
Merry
over and over
Christmas to
again,
all of
everybody.
you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
if you celebrate. I love you videos and the fact that you guys are 100% real. We are real. Watch from start to finish. Watch from start to finish. We stayed up late. Stephanie's even stayed up late tonight to watch.
All right.
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Hello from Min live. I watched from start to end.
All right. So that's what he had. All right.
You guys are funny. Thank you. How long does it take to publish each video? How long? Well, it depends. We do have an editor right now, because you guys probably noticed sometimes we have now sponsorships. Some of the videos, because of the spec. Oh my goodness. Some videos, because of the back, went and got a lot of views. So we could do some sponsorship, and that way we could hire an editor, pay for our Starlink, and that way I don't have to actually sit there and edit a video, which took me anywhere from 20 to 40 hours to edit. Just edit. And to record, it depends what kind of events are happening. Is just always having a camera with you, and have skills to record, obviously the way it should be recorded, that is engaging and interesting, which is not always easy, because a lot of things happening, and like I'm not having a camera stick to my chest. So sometimes it's pretty challenging, but
It's a full-time job.
it's a job, yeah, but it's fun. And I think sometimes when we are watching videos, we are laughing ourselves, because it's kind of also, we have, it's memories for us as well.
Yeah, yeah. Our families around the globe. We have families now in two totally different parts of the world. They kind of watch, stay caught up. The other thing is that we vacillated many times about whether we do this or not do this, because we have a very busy life schedule yet, believe it or not. And then you change a boat and you still don't have your clothing and you're not shipping things around. You're like, wow, we have to every week we have to do a video, which means 3 days of working to make that video happen. And then we start reading comments from all you guys and comments from the Patron people and people that we've met. We met people even over here that know us. It's crazy. So this is a kind of a way of giving back. And maybe we've talked some of you people off the sofa and onto a boat for this crazy lifestyle. We will take full responsibility for that, of you being partially crazy.
Yes.
So let's go on. We got
Also, somebody asked, we missed a question. How is the guy who bought our boat? Like, what's happening with him?
Steve.
Steve.
Steve met us on YouTube. He was in South Florida. He rode up and met us at a coffee shop. He became a very good buddy.
During COVID, right? I
Yes.
think it was.
Yeah. And Steve was a guy that we could count on. If we were in a hurricane in St. Augustine or whatever, we'd call up Steve. He would load stuff in his truck, haul it up to the boat. He helped us outfit half the damn boat.
Yeah, he was so always there for us and never said no to anything.
And
we asked a lot.
And he had some health issues that he got over. And he said, you know what? He says, I want to, he's a master diver. He says, I want to live on a boat and travel. And when we call him and say, hey, my friend called, we have an opportunity for this, and we only have like 30 days to make this happen. I said, and I need your answer. He said, I'm on a plane tonight. And he didn't necessarily have the money to get on a plane either. So he's now on the boat, loving the life out of it. He's got 2 dogs on the boat with him.
Yes.
And
So
we're
cool.
still very, very close contact with him. So I feels good that the boat is being enjoyed by someone as well. So, it's and now he's saying that I'm going to see you guys over in Asia with the boat. That's his mission. And this guy will probably make it happen.
Actually, before I forget, that was I think it's kind of a funny topic to discuss on live, because I see so many guys. We have so many single guys here that are kind of William's age and
Kind of.
and Steve's age, which Steve, the new owner of the Dawn Hunter, is similar age to William, and you guys all saying like don't marry, and kind of thing, and we know that a lot of you guys are single by the comments. So I think it's a cool topic to talk a little bit, just a tiny bit to touch about the Thailand.
Oh wow.
Come on. I think it's a good one.
So when we're in the United States and we go in somewhere, we get these looks like I'm the pervert, and this is the gold digger. She definitely went after the old guy because he's got money, because he doesn't have hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which, thank you. Somebody's wife wanted to kiss this dome head. That was pretty cool. So we leave the U.S. and we go to the Bahamas and we get about the same type of look. I went and robbed the cradle. She asked, her dad's younger than I am. So
imagine that.
We get to Thailand, and guess what? We are normal.
Yeah.
I mean, the expats that are here a lot of them are on retirement visas. It's very, very low cost to get a 5-year visa here. And guess what? The Thai ladies, the girls, the women, they don't care about age. The culture doesn't care about age. The culture cares about culture. So no longer are we looked at differently. Most of the couples in the wherever the marinas are and there's boats, there's an old guy like me with a young wife. And it doesn't, I've seen a lot of sailing couples together where husband and wife are different age, similar age, but age isn't an issue here. It just isn't even. It's kind of like when I worked in Brazil. No one looked at you and said, wow, your wife is young or your wife is old. Or even the ladies, hey, your husband's young or old. So it's another one of those social hang-ups.
Yeah, like like in the US, we would talk to couples that are the same age, woman and man, and a lot of times it would kind of be like a little bit uneasy for me, because I was like, okay, am I being judged right now or am I not? And not that I care, but it still like sort of puts like a little bit of pressure on you, because you just don't know, what I mean? Like, what are the people thinking? So here it's totally unexistent. And also I wanted to add personally that if you're single and you are looking for a partner that is
willing to sail,
yeah, Thailand is a good place to try and find that, because here it's pretty much available.
But I love to see this. This is our 50th year of marriage. We wish the both of you a long and loving marriage. My grandparents were married until dinosaurs roamed the
And so
earth.
mine, yeah.
I'm still old school. I think marriage is a commitment. I think marriage is um, definitely. I love the sailing. The marriage isn't part of the government. That's none of the government's business. I'm 100% for that. But I think marriage and a commitment is something that you build upon. And it doesn't need to be a piece of paper with some judge that puts a stamp on it. You can be married on the high seas with each other. So to me, partnerships and a tight relationship and trust and honesty, um, there's certain things that when you go to sea, you don't leave anything behind. You take it with you. You have hours to sit there and run it through your mind. So it's so wonderful to have a partner to be with that you love. So that's what this counts to me. Love. Everything else is bullshit. So Islamorada.
Eric, we've been there in Islamorada, Florida. I typically watch the entire thing because I know it's important for you, but on the rare occasion I scroll, it's only because I love tattoos. LL. Eric, I knew you were here.
Islamorada has the best lobsters on that side of the coast.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not single, but better half same opinion. Marriage will happen. Just see marriage as a piece of paper. The problem with that is that you as a woman can take everything you have worked for, have had it happen. Yes, it can happen like that, and
most of our boating friends that happened. And you know what? Even the guy that has the boat and the guy that we bought the boat from, they lost everything, and they found out that didn't really belong to them anyway. They bought a boat, and they're so much happier leaving the home life behind. So there's always a positive side of life and a negative side of life. And if you're going to be on the water and you're going to live positive, you're going to die with a smile. It's just as much work to be pissed off about everything as it is to be pretty well happy. So send you something. How do we send it to you? That's where you left off.
Somebody just called me a beast. He said, you are the beauty and I'm the beast.
I don't know. Except the fact that I think it's the other way around.
No, it's not.
Wait, get over here.
Where? Thanks for the answer. Well said, William. If we want to send you something, how do we send it to you, Corey?
We'll put it below.
Yeah, we have an address, like a marina address that people looks like they're taking care of it for us.
Listen, looks like she has the head of security of this large marina sending her
guys,
emojis. You got to see this.
I'm going to show you.
These are Royal Police that then were in military, and now they're the security guards at the marina. And she's trying to keep me like out of massage parlors. Well, let me show you.
Well, I'm not. It's not like he's putting it that way. Like he's like trying to rush there, and I'm keeping him from it. Yeah, look at this, guys. He sends me like rabbits. It's not me. It's him sending me this.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Like your package has arrived in a little rabbit, and this guy has his military uniform on. And
it's so funny here. It's so chilled in this meadow. They send us the most funniest emojis ever here.
And listen, we walk into a mall in Bangkok with our little bikes, and the military guy looks at you, and you know what he does? He salutes you. It's very strange.
Instead of like saying, get out of here with
your bike. What are you doing on your bike? There's a huge metal detector you're walking through, and you're coming through with your bicycle, and he looks at you like he's gonna like say, all right, in a back room, we're gonna strip search you. And he gives you a salute, and it's very strange to figure out how to respond.
Guys, if you're watching, we can't even see how many people are watching because we told this is all frozen up and we can't see anything. We don't know how many people are watching. We just hope you're watching.
Is there anyone out there?
Put a like on this video so we can at least see by likes who's watching, who's not. And this is a live chat box. You need to be signed in YouTube and you need to be subscribed to the channel at least for 5 minutes to be able to write in the chat box. So we are reading here all your comments and all your hellos and questions and answering them from this chat box. So make sure you write something here so we have something to talk about.
And well, pretty important. While you have us live, We've been covering every time we ask a question. You guys are phenomenal. You're answering all of the different things that we're asking. But if you've got some questions about off grid, not just boats,
Right.
we're designing off grid systems for off grid anywhere, container homes, um, remote, no electricity, no power, no water. We're using the test systems on the boat that can be segued into off grid, because that's going to be my next mission of life in engineering is off grid lifestyle, and then design the off grid dinghy, the aluminum. So if you've got questions that are specific to off grid, solar, uh, aluminum, and traveling to other countries and being that first time on a catamaran or that first time sailing, use this as well to ask us. And as well, on the bottom of our channel, we read all the chats. The patrons, and they send emails, we email them back, sometimes a little bit delayed because of our travel and all the other activities. But use us for, I guess, for your knowledge base, because we're going to give you a straight answer. We're not going to sugarcoat it. All right.
So 165, 157 average. Okay.
Cool. Well, welcome
Where
to
are all
everybody.
this 166 people? There's too little people, too few people writing in the chat box. Come on, guys. Sign in YouTube and write something to us so we can so you can not only see us, but we can talk to you.
See, you know whose responsibility is to answer questions, so she's waiting for them to come.
I'm waiting for the questions.
Well,
there's a question. I have a boat plumbing questions. Where is it?
If you have a boat, you definitely have a plumbing question. Well, while the questions are coming in, we're going to let those build up. We started this was why we are on a catamaran, why we left the steel motor sailor behind. And I want to cover it again just really quickly for those of you that came along in the middle of this. Is we wanted to sail in very long distances, and our boat was not a sailboat. Our boat could do partial sailing. It was a motor sailor. It required a lot of fuel to carry on board. And it also was 35 years old, a little bit older than I am. And we were not able to rely on any other mechanics or anybody else to pilot the boat. Captains would get on and say, I'm not touching this thing. Single screw, 60-some ton monster. And so we decided also we wanted to be touring around Asia in Bluewater. So all of that worked out in our favor. It's why we then are on a catamaran. The new catamaran designs, when you research them, and I want to cover that later on, is that they are designed for blue water sailing. They're designed for ocean crossing. They are designed for high seas. They have evolved to where when you buy a production boat like this is a Saba 50, Fontaine Peugeot. It's designed after the Saba 40 or after the 45, not the Saba. And 90% of the people that buy them in France sail them back over to the Bahamas, sail them to New Zealand. They sail them around the world. They're designed to go very, very long distances without a lot of fuel. They sail extremely well. So we gave up a steel hull for the ability to have other people run the boat if something would happen to either one of us. We have the ability later on to charter the boat if something happened that we were, bedridden for a while. It just made all the sense. And when this opportunity came up, we didn't have but about a day to make a decision. And that's kind of how business is, and that's how life is. If you dwell and ponder on something, the opportunity is going to go away. So that's kind of the summary. That's why we're on. But we have to make this off grid because most catamarans are designed for weekending or designed for chartering. So
show us the boat, walk around it, please. We can't walk with the live camera because, even the moment we move too much, it's freezing up. Make sure you look next Saturday for the boat tour where we're gonna do a full walkthrough. So, how do you stop the temp fluctuation in the shower when the pump cycles on and off? Here's a technical question for you. Somebody's screaming there like crazy. I don't know what. I hope nothing is wrong.
Hope they're not drowning. Yeah. Fluctuation. It's best handled by adding a small bladder tank. They make them. You don't have to buy a marine one. You can go into a hardware store here. I just bought one for this boat. It's a little bladder tank that gets put into the hot water line, or it can be cold water line. I put one in the hot water line, but it's the feed. It's don't run hot water through it. It's the feed. So the bladder tank makes up for that pulsating, and then also it's kind of people replace pumps and they put a cheap one or an aftermarket in, and now the pump starts fluctuating on and off. I would get a little bit better water pump, a little bit higher dollar one that doesn't fluctuate. It actually modulates with the type of pressure you need. So the pump and the little tank, the tank's going to change it drastically. It's going to take those surges away.
I'm learning here too. I'm always learning with William.
So
It's great.
a surge tank is nothing, but when they're building these boats, they don't think about you having this hot cold water. Do not try the constant flow hot water heater. I tried that out. I wanted to use it. It's so nifty when you go places, but they require constant pressure.
Greg is saying I have 2-gallon on one in my camper, and Nautic accumulation tank got that.
Yep. That's a little accumulation tank. You can buy them anywhere. They're well worth it.
Next. All right. Hello from San Antonio, Texas. Hello, Paul. Boomer Sutton, who does most of the cooking? I do, but William does grilling. All the grilling he does, but right now our gas lines are not connected to the grill yet. We don't have fittings, right, or something like that. So grill is not working. Our cooktop we changed to induction one. That one is not working either. So right now we are boiling eggs for breakfast, and we have this new oven, electric oven, kind of similar to what we have had on Dawn Hunter, and we're kind of grilling there on the grill mode. It's kind of like a microwave slash oven, but we don't have Tupperware either. Is it called Tupperware?
I mean the stuff for the microwave. Yeah. We would say Tupperware.
Or whatever that is. So we don't have that, so we can only do the grill mode, anyways. Yeah, so we're getting there.
We're getting there,
But I cook. He cooks on the grill.
Yeah.
And I don't like really cooking, not because I don't like cooking, but because I like eating out, and because, like I was explaining to William, because it's cooking by my own, it's like it's boring. Like I already know the taste. There is no adventure there. I love trying new things, from food to anything.
Guys, we get a mooring ball, we drop an anchor, and we have a wolf story. She's looking. I'm like, what are you looking at? I'm looking to see if there's somewhere to eat over there.
Yeah,
And then
or anything.
And then her phone is saying, if you continue to eat at this rate,
Yes,
you're
I have a
going to
program.
be
70 kilograms
It's a-
in 2 weeks.
So-
Yeah, we have an expression. Doesn't matter how much you feed the wolf will still look to the forest. So that's what we're joking about. It's like every new anchorage, I look at the shore. I'm like, how many new adventures are there waiting for us? Do you ever run into any other YouTube sailor? Good vibes asking. Sometimes, but small ones so far, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
from time to time. We did run into a couple also that was from India.
Yes.
They were right next to us.
in Malaysia, right?
It's kind of funny is we don't tell people when we're traveling places that we don't have YouTube on our boat. We don't have Dawn Hunters. We don't tell anyone till later. And then suddenly when they find out that we have a channel, whether it's the Volvo guys or whether it's the Marine or whatever, then people change. They're no longer, they're almost like you're some kind of a star or something.
Which is weird. Like
It's strange. We're not into that. So,
yeah, but then they're like, well, why didn't you tell us? And it's almost like we're lying to people that we didn't say anything.
Yeah, so we're learning a little bit how
we
to
don't
deal
know.
with this.
Yeah, we don't know what yet. Yeah.
But you know what? Amazing. We were launching our dinghy, the aluminum one, first time trial, and they're pulling out a boat, and the boat is a catamaran, and it says Miami Beach on it, and we're like, this is weird. We're in the middle of Thailand, and how could it be possible somebody could be from Miami Beach? We walk up, and sure enough, the couple had left 3 years ago from Miami. They sailed around. They're here. We met up with them, and we met up and had a breakfast.
Yeah, they were a very cool couple. They don't have a YouTube channel. They have an Instagram, that called We Went Sailing. If you guys want to check them out, they're pretty cool.
But we talked a lot about our experiences, everything else, and it was very strange to be able to sit down on the other side of the world and talk with people that are from where you're from. So,
Drew,
Houston,
is the seasickness better on a cat? Actually, he's never seasick. I am, and I think it is. I do think it is because I kind of got seasick sometimes on Dawn Hunter. Here, much less. Still, sometimes do if I don't sleep enough or I'm hungry and I don't eat enough. So like if I'm worn out, sometimes, but much better. I think yes, I think it's better because it's a different kind of motion.
when you're a little kid and you put the quarter or a dime, depending on your age, in this little machine, and that horse would be bucking up and down and up and down. That was our monohull, bucking up and down. This is kind of like you're on an elephant. It's a very slow roll. We don't have to put things away typically off the countertop. Once in a while, a glass hits the floor, but so the motion is different, but it's still you're on the ocean. So
Tor, greetings from Norway. What is YouTube short and long term plans? Come back to Norway, have a feed dog. I can't go to Norway. It's EU. I will have to have a visa, and I only get maybe 2 weeks in a good case scenario. For right now, unfortunately, we can't go there.
yeah, we don't have any long-term plans yet.
Yeah.
I would be lying if I told you we had any.
Yeah.
So
we don't know yet.
Something might come up. It might be adventurous. It might be like suddenly we're here. Who knew we were going to be here?
Yeah, and also the same from Lance. What's next in your adventures? We like Houston, Texas. We don't know.
Houston, Texas. I lived there for quite a while. We upgraded a couple offshore oil rigs for Angola down in Galveston. So Houston's an amazing place. Galveston, brown water. Here, blue water.
New Zealand might be an adventure, maybe.
True.
Greg, we love watching you guys. Thank you so
Hello,
much.
hello.
Grins, I remember when you made the crow's nest for Dawn Hunters. Does new boat has crow's nest? No. And to be honest, I never went on the crow's nest up. I feel so bad. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go one day and look it up, and I never did. It's just horrible.
This boat has an upper deck. It's kind of unique, and we sat last night on the upper deck, and then took a nap up there. But the crow's nest had a purpose, but it was in the wrong place. It was in the mizzen mast. It should have been in the main somewhere.
Okay, we gotta start a little faster. We're falling behind, guys. We're falling behind. I'm gonna go now. Wait. Oh, I'm falling behind.
Yeah.
What's the lifespan of the typical catamaran, that size and construction?
There's people restoring catamarans from the 80s. The construction and the design is no longer as they were back in the day. They're designing catamarans for very long life. I would say that easily you could have 20 years out of this, and then maybe even the 30. It just depends how it was sailed, whether it was any storms. But the construction is that of a palm tree. They're made to have some flex and not be so strong and snap. It's two small pontoons, but they're above the water line, which is weird. So essentially, I want to get into later on catamaran versus monohull design and engineering, and not just, hey, it's a great condo. But we'll cover that later on.
Rebecca, your hair looks great with all the tattoos. I'm surprised you don't have pierced ears. Some people also said, I'm surprised you don't have pierced nipples. Yeah, for some reason, when you have tattoos, a lot of people expect you to be like, what is it called? Unconventional, right?
Well, you have pierced ears.
No, but like means like all kinds of pierced ears and dreadlocks and stuff
Well,
like that.
she doesn't mean pierced. She even has pierced earrings, but she has an allergy to metals on her body.
Supposedly, I don't really know about that. But anyways, I did my big tattoo because I thought like this full body tattoo would look great, and I always all my life wanted to be different, and I thought that one big great tattoo would really put like a staple on that. And now all people asking me about tattoos, and I'm like, I don't really know. Like, when you do things when you're young and you want certain things, and now I'm like, I'm not sure I want that much.
But what is it?
It's a basilisk. Okay. Guys, if you don't know what the basilisk is, Google.
Because If any of you people have looked at the thumbnails recently, which we've realized that that's how we get all these new click people.
Mhm.
If you look at a basilisk for too long, it'll turn to stone. So maybe some of those people turn to stone. That's why they're not subscribing.
Rebecca, thank you for the compliment about the hair. Yeah, I did this new haircut in Bangkok because everybody there has crazy hair, and I just could not. I went, how you call it, like when you it flew and you get it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like COVID.
Yeah.
She's like, I got to do something with this hair. I look ridiculous. She says I would never have hair that wasn't stylish and look at me in the mirror.
Yeah, I know.
And she came back with some pretty hot looking bangs.
JJ, did you came across any pirates or other scary experience in Asia? No, no yet.
No.
So far,
And
not.
we talked to a lot of people also to try and figure out what's going on. The media has people so I say hoodwinked. The media, social media, news, everybody is like looking at things, and suddenly you get where you are. It's like, where is that bullshit?
Well, yeah, but to be honest, like on YouTube, you kind of have to produce that content to get views. So, like, how we manage the pirates and stuff like that, you have to do that to get views, and the big channels are big channels because of that. So, yeah,
Like,
but don't like, come on, like,
we were not attacked by monkeys either. I didn't have to punch one. No martial arts on the monkey.
yeah, I mean,
Anyway,
yeah, there are certain things. I mean, they are for sure happening, but they're not happening like, how you call it.
it's not such a frequency that people
Yeah,
are talking about.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to put. Um, Stan, we live in South Florida, love our AC. I have it's not practical for off-grid sailing. Do you think you could design a system to handle AC all the time? Great question. Heard me?
If you're on anchor or on a mooring ball, you have the winds that are going across the water, and you have constant ventilation through your boat and winds, and you're not going to need the air. Everyone that's running an air is in a marina, or they're in fully protected areas. We are testing air conditioning in the master cabin with lithium. We have enough lithium now in solar that we can run the air conditioner in the master all night long and still have 61% of our battery left. And that's the old 12-volt system. The 48-volt system, it would take 5%. So we are experimenting in what it would take for the sun to keep you cool. And then being wise about how you utilize your energy. So solar has changed the globe. There's solar on these islands even. It's the lithium or the storage capacity that you have to come up with to cheat the system when it's cloudy, rainy, and it's nighttime.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. William is. We did install new batteries, and William is still testing them, and hopefully the test gonna be successful. But basically, we can run the air conditioner through the night most of the time.
cook, appliances, showers. In summary, I'm designing a system that you can utilize lithium or a car battery lithium or anything other to complement your current 12 volts. So you don't have to convert your boat. You don't have to modify anything. It just the lithium becomes a fake sun, and that is giving you energy 24/7. And that is what we're sitting here programming and getting bulletproof.
And the way that the electric and the lithium is now are, how you say, they developing rapidly, and I think it's going to be very possible to run air conditioner on your whole boat pretty soon.
And to answer your other question, if you the tank didn't make a difference, then definitely get yourself variable pump. It's going to change those surges. And then I do know some guys that have put the pump closer to the shower, because if the pump is way in another place, the line size is going to give you that fluctuation of pressure. So you can put a small booster pump right in front of the shower. Your big one feeds the booster, and then just flip the little the shower one on to keep your constant pressure.
Eric, love your videos. Can't wait to do the same in 3 years. Thank you so much, Eric. Laura, we just subscribed. Been watching a while on TV, YouTube. Yay!
Yay.
Now I can send you love from Arkansas. Thank you so much, Randy and Laura.
I'm a grill master.
I'm a grill master. Exactly. I hate cooking.
Me too.
Grill master. Jerry, hi. This is Jerry from Michigan. I would think the cat boat is better on fuel than steel boat. And going around the world, how is the fuel prices? Good luck with your travels.
You know, going around the world, it's not the fuel prices, it's where do you get fuel. I mean, a little boat comes here and fuels people, and the fuel is in blue water barrels. So it isn't just the cost, it's the availability. On a catamaran and the ways they're designed, you can run on one engine on the starboard for half your mission, port on the other side. But because you can sail so fast, you can put the sails up for 10 minutes and take advantage and shut everything down. So much more fuel efficient. Um, the power, 75 horsepower per engine. Some cats have 50 horsepower. We had 185 horsepower. So we're surprised. We went to Malaysia and back and looked at the tank, and we utilized like 30% of the fuel. And now we've been sailing more. So to answer that question, a catamaran is super conservative on fuel, and then your ease of sailing increases your mileage per gallon.
Guy from Saudi Arabia. Unfortunately, I don't know how to pronounce your name because it's written in Arabic. Take care, you guys. Have a safe sailing. Thank you so much, Greg. Talking to somebody else. Funny, good vibes. Richard Boris. More thumbs up, people. Thank you, Richard. People, more thumbs up. Steven, I don't eat seafood. Could I survive sailing?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a good question. Exactly.
You know,
That's another one of those situations where YouTubers are post, oh, we eat those lobsters and we catch fish all the time. That is not reality. Again, like
it might
not.
be, but it's not for us. We're not catching fish. We fish all the time. But
you can go grocery store and buy whatever you want and put it in your freezer and eat whatever you prefer. It's not okay. There are some locations that not everything is available. Like in Bahamas, you have to be more planning, but you don't have to eat seafood.
you know what? Around the islands, around the world, you know what the main food is? Chicken.
Chicken everywhere.
Chicken. They stir fried chicken, chicken on a stick, chicken in a snow cone. So it isn't even fish. The fish get packed in ice and get shipped to the US where people are willing to pay a lot of money for a fish. So here, you don't. We went yesterday, we said we'll have fish of the day, and she says we're out of fish. What do you have? We have chicken. So we're on an island where there's fishermen all around us. They don't make money selling fish to the locals. They make money selling fish to those people abroad. So great answer, great question.
Yes, you can definitely survive if you don't eat seafood.
And they always make spam.
Yes. Have you, Boomer Sudden, have you fed any wild pig lately? No, but I did feed, what is it called? Turtles. Yes.
It says 20 baht, feed the turtles. These turtles were huge. They were like monsters. And so the guy gives Yana these fresh greens, and she breaks off a piece and she goes way down by the turtle to give it to him. And I said, the turtle's neck can go like from here to here super fast. The guy's running over here to tell her to stop. And I'm telling her, Yana, don't feed the turtle. And she's like, it's a turtle. It doesn't move fast. So I'm like, you know what? Keep Yana away from wild animals and food. That's the safest.
Okay, Nordic, it makes the pump cycle less often, but it's not enough to stop the fluctuation in the shower. I think they're talking between
she's
them.
like, put it somewhere else. Put the
They
pump
need
closer.
a bigger tank. Nice watch. What brand do you recommend? Garmin, we recommend.
Yeah. This is Yana's home gym.
I love the watch. It's the best thing I've ever bought in my life, I think. It's so good.
It rates it
I love it.
For someone from her culture that calls 911 when they have a runny nose. The watch is perfect because it tells her heart rate. It tells her when to exercise. It tells her like all these things.
Everything. And even has an anchor alarm.
Anchor alarm. So she's the one setting the anchor alarm because I don't wake up if a bull storms into the boat.
I know.
No, we both have the
different
Garmin
kinds.
watches.
Yeah, but we love them.
The you can read them in the sunlight.
And there is even an app I'm going to show you guys because I just love it.
Here we go with
it's
apps.
It's called Garmin
again.
Connect, and it shows all your stuff like your heart rate, how well you rested, how well you slept, like you didn't know, and all kinds of cool things. I mean, I just love it. I think it's so cool to be monitoring your health. So if you are like a health nut like I am, definitely look at this watch.
Yes.
They are different prices depending on what you want, so you can just pick a model for you depending on what your activities are, and here you go.
Mine tells me what time it is under the water. I can see it in the daylight even with my eyes, because you can change screens and make it like super big for us young people. Um, and has anchor alarm, but also you can control autopilot from it. But it's just a good. It just keeps on going, and then battery lasts for a month, maybe longer. All right, I'll let you catch up.
Okay, okay. So there is a tank, took a nap. How many hours I spent managing the paperwork to get in or out of the average country? Least most.
Uh, two hours.
From Rodney.
It takes a good 2 hours to get everything collected. When you get near a copy machine, make multiple copies,
Or have a printer on board.
make very good copies of your passport and sign those. And also, you have to have pictures of you standing in front of a white screen. In Bahamas, the lady brought me out a jacket that was meant for uh, Bubba Pippin. It was like the size of a monster because you had to have a sports jacket on. So you have to kind of get prepared and then have your captain's book with all these extra pieces of paper. But say 2 hours to get prepared and get your documents ready.
So we are online already almost 2 hours.
Ooh.
So 15 more minutes. So guys, if you have more questions, make sure you write them here in the chat box. Have to be subscribed to the channel and have to be signed in YouTube to write us a question here so we can answer it live. Collecting last questions, but so far let's go through the live chat. How long would it take to sail from Florida to Thailand? Joe Melnick. Melnick.
Well, we looked pretty
Oh, that
extensively.
the people told us how long
Yeah,
it took
well,
them. 2
they,
years.
they thought it was going to take them a year. It took them two and a
two,
half years.
2.5, I think they said.
But they enjoyed the trip. Yana's dad has this saying, and I've been using it a lot, is that sometimes the dream is more fun to think about than when you actually get there and you find out the dream isn't what you thought. So don't go sailing with a plan. Don't go sailing with a country in mind. Go sailing with a goal. But if you don't meet that goal, don't feel like you failed. Just do it. So, you're not going to put a schedule together. When weather window, boat problems, health problems, money problems, there's so many things that can cause you to slow down, but they're not going to cause you to stop unless it's your health or you sink your boat. So
I looked for you on Suicide Girls. You and 50,000 other people commented like OnlyFans and stuff, and we do understand why, because of the thumbnails, but they are just thumbnails. Unfortunately,
but Suicide Girl is a compliment.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, it's all compliments, but I'm just explaining that you guys are wasting your time. This is just thumbnails, and that's it. There is nothing. There is no meat there. There is no meat.
There's meat. There's a beautiful back.
Yeah, but that's about it. So sorry. You're like Rebecca. She's my wife. Stan says, Nodi Khan, I love the haircut. Yana isn't bad either. Thank you so much. We are on 182. Great.
Oh, wow.
Hey, guys. Hello, all 182 people.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for being here. It's we always wonder about whether we should do a live or not, whether it's worth it for people. But at 182 people on a Saturday night, well, in some places.
Somebody's saying I look like Taylor Swift's slightly older sister.
Move on. And I'm the famous baseball player that she's dating.
Appreciate Canada honesty. Thanks. Thank you, S. Stan, other sailor YouTube talk about having plan B for pirates. Do you? They don't say what though?
Yes, we do. We have multiple plans for pirates. And the reason why most people don't say it is like, you're not going to show somebody where you put your safe in your house and put it with 6 million viewers that you have. But pirates beware if they get near this boat. That's all I can say, because
pirates beware.
Yes. So yeah, we do have a plan.
And we want to do the off-grid series that we are planning right now, and are going to start filming them. And it's going to be like solar, wind, safety. That would include the pirates and all of that kind of stuff. And what else? Like galley. So we want to do like kind of off-grid series with about like 7 videos on each big topic and cover everything that we think should be done and what we did. And we're going to be posting that probably once a month.
Yeah, yeah.
For the
So
next
yeah, to
year.
answer the question, we do have a defo sail plan. If you are planning on going somewhere and you're planning on sailing and you have concerns, send us an email and I can answer that. That's not public knowledge, but don't go anywhere without being prepared. You can be in a bathroom in a strange country and have somebody, slam you against the wall. So you need to be personally prepared for anything.
Right. How many amp hours in batteries do you have?
Oh, we have put in 30 30 kilowatt hours. We've got 48 volt. It's a little bit different than a 12-volt system because it's based more on the car and the home off-grid technology that's adapted to boats. So I'll be answering that in that next up and coming
And
video.
Rodney is saying 1,000 watts every hour, 6 hours of sun per panel. You need 20.
Well, we're running bifacials, and our bifacial panel, the mathematics and the layout I'll do for you in this up and coming channel. It's much more complicated than, put some batteries in and hook up a panel. But we went with 7 bifacial panels that are even putting out 50% of their wattage with cloud cover. That's why we went with bifacial. And then we also went with a 48-volt system, so tiny wires could be used, a lot lower cost on installation, and 48 is easier to break down if you're using Chevy Volt batteries or Tesla battery banks. So we'll get into that at a later date.
Ian saying, fun fact, William, we are developing a system for aqua thermal cooling while at anchor. And also somebody else said about EcoFlow air conditioning.
Yeah, that's we in the States we had the Mabru systems, MABRU, phenomenal. When the air would turn on, it was so fresh. It had copper cooling coils. This boat currently has what I call old style. It has a pair of inverters that run a Dometic, or whatever it is, air conditioning system. There's 6 air conditioners on this boat. We're running 1, and not 6. The generator on this boat is like 14 kW. We run it once in a while if we're testing systems, but our mission and goal is to live without the use of diesel unless we need it. So
Greg, I did mean it as a compliment. We know. Well, I know, but now you can see why I wouldn't be a good parent.
No, this isn't what I meant. I kept telling her, but I let her fly with that one.
Charles, hello from Washington State. It's still snowing here in
Washington. 84, sail my whole life.
I love the fact you're doing what I've dreamed of doing.
You know what?
That's so cool.
Charles, keep watching us. We're keeping you along for the ride. And what we asked.
Grins, other boaters offered us hydro vane generator, but we asked, did you consider instead of wind?
Doing research of the D400s, those guys have been around since dinosaurs. There are some locations that have 30 and 40 of those D400s. They have the ability to run very slow and provide a very high output of wattage, up to 400 watts per wind generator. And then they use what I used to develop when I developed robotics. They utilize internal braking by switching the coils on and off. So there's no brushes. Effectively, it's heavy, but it's a very strong old technology. We've got them mounted on port and starboard, and even in 40 knot winds, you hear nothing up there. So it's why I didn't want to be a test monkey, I guess. I went with the, and plus, to be honest with you, as an ex-pilot, they look so cool when they're sitting up there spinning.
Stan, are you not worried about quality of fuel?
Absolutely. That's one of the upgrades is I changed the filters for the fuel. And the other thing is why we alternate running the engines. So if you do have a problem, you have an alternate tank that are not connected, And one of the added things I'll be doing is adding a fuel line transfer from port to starboard tank. They can't do that on a catamaran when they build it because of regulation. And within that transfer pump, I'll have a double Raycor system so I can polish the fuel back and forth. We just haven't had to buy fuel. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, we didn't in Thailand, but it's there. It's pretty good, right? In the
Yeah,
marina.
yeah. You also go to a marina where there are so many boats here,
Right.
and
right.
they are fueling constantly. So you don't want to go to a marina where no one has been at the fuel dock for, like, where was it, that the Bay of Pirates? The guy opened
in
once a week.
Bahamas. Yeah, yeah.
You know, but that's why we went with electric dinghy. The diesel is used for every generator and every truck and everything on the islands and all over, so it's very clean. The gasoline is what is a mess with water in it and constant cleaning of
And
carburetors.
that's why we have electric dinghy
We went back to electric, and we are like super pleased.
so far.
Yes.
Good vibes. So let's read a little bit hellos. You're all beautiful complement to each other. I've enjoyed watching you all for 2 years, but I have to go. See you next time. Thank you so much. Good vibes. Frank, hello from Cambridge, Ohio. Hello, Frank. Stan, that's because cat and snake taste like chicken. LOL. Greg, eating going to the store unless COVID happens again. Marty, California. Thank you guys for taking time with us. Thank you so much for being with us here on Saturday night. If you are in the States, Rebecca Garmin is the best. I knew the founding partner of Garmin. That's cool. Naughty Hunt, autopilot from the watch. What's this? A Bond movie? LOL. Stan, now I want to be a patron. SP, never done it. What do we do? What do we do on Patreon? We don't post my nudes there.
No, he's asking how do we sign up?
Yeah,
for
I know that's what I'm saying, but I
mhm.
wanna preface what is not there.
No, we
So-
want him to think there's nudes there. Let's go
yeah,
for it.
yeah, we're joking.
My nudes.
He's nude. So what we do there, I'm gonna quickly show you there, guys. So what we mostly do there, we post live updates. Like we just put our phone like this where we are and say, hey guys, that's what we're doing. That's what's happening right now. And we do no.
No. How do we go? What do we do? How do we become a patron? Not what do we do on Patreon?
Yeah, but I want to say that what is there. I'm telling the second time already. So thank you. So so you can see here. Okay, where it is. Anyways, maybe you can't see here. Sorry, guys. I was trying to show you what is in there.
Miss
But
details here.
well, yeah, because I think it's important because I don't want people be signing up there for something that they're not gonna find there.
Okay.
So we do live posts and we answer your questions there in detail. So if you have any specific questions, that's where we again put the phone up and we say what's happening, or William going to respond to your question, like technical or anything like that. So that's mostly what's on Patreon. Other than you just guys, if you want to support our channel, that's what you can also do, and that's about it there, right?
Yes.
So how do you sign up? It's patreon.com/Dawn_Hunters. You go there and you register there and you decide how much you wanted to pledge. And it's different tiers and tiers, sorry, not tires, tiers. And then you decide how much, and then you kind of hit subscribe, whatever, and that's it, right?
Yeah. It's a basic way of putting your credit card, and then that money monthly goes to us for producing the channel. And so a patron, I didn't know what it was when we started. I had no idea. What is a patron? How do you even say it? But it's what most YouTube channels have that supports them and buys a camera gear once a year or buys a coffee or whatever. But it's kind of a way of financially supporting us. It will invoice you monthly. So if you want to be a patron and you sign up, you have to unsign up if you don't want it to continue
support anymore, right?
So just make sure that when you do that, we appreciate it. You do get more technical, detailed responses from me there. That's one of the things that we offer.
Right. If you though, you have to
Ask.
Yes. We don't know what to answer or what to record for you guys if you don't ask.
Yeah, I'll go in depth of even doing drawings and doing schematics
Right.
and critiquing your off-grid things there. That's one of the benefits, I guess. But that's how you sign up.
Right. So road trips, do more lives. You guys are delight for real. When we don't argue about Patreon.
I'm writing here.
He's writing me no. I'm like,
Okay,
no
okay.
what?
Like, no. She's like, sometimes she says, "Why didn't you tell me? I was rambling and rambling. And you didn't tell me." And then I tell her, and she says,
I
"I
think
know
this
what
is
I'm doing."
important. Well, because a lot of people sign up there and they're like, "Oh, where are you nudes?" I'm like, there are no nudes there. So I didn't want you guys to hope for something that is not there. And by the way, somebody told you that they like your bangs.
Yeah, my bangs.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Aloha from the big island of Hawaii. Love the live.
Wow. Hello.
Hello, happy hour. What is your favorite drink? It's actually a coffee. His favorite drink is a coffee. Whatever he gonna show you guys now, it's not true.
This used to be.
Used to be exactly.
Yeah,
He
and
doesn't drink at all.
we don't drink. I don't drink anymore. I was from Wisconsin. I became a professional drinker. I would carry kegs, and I would chug beer like the best of them. I realized that with the boat life, you never know what you're going to have to do in the morning. You don't know whether you're going to wake up and sit on the bow or whether you're going to wake up at 4 a.m. and have to move the boat.
Yeah, but you can have one glass of wine. You're not gonna have any hangover.
Well, then I attack my wife.
I can have a glass of wine. I
And then you
can't.
can attack me.
Yeah, and then I'm attacking William like this. No, for real. I can have a glass of white wine. Don't drink red anymore. Don't drink cocktails either anymore. But that's about it. I have one glass of wine and I'm drunk
As we
because I
have a
don't drink. Yes,
liquor cabinet.
yeah. This is from the past owners. That's insane.
Yeah,
We haven't touched one bottle. They just keep rolling when we kind of have a storm or something. Yeah. So we don't really drink. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
celestial.
Yeah. Okay. Do you aim? Do you use celestial navigation as a backup? Does your boat have a name? Thanks.
Okay, can use celestial navigation. I'm pretty smart in that I carry all paper charts for all of these territories, and I have tour books that are not electronic. The boat is full of electronics. The phones have electronics, but I'm old school. If something goes wrong, I can run the boat by chart and by where the stars and the moon may be. There's a lot of overcast, cloudy nights. Best at nighttime, drop the anchor, stop wherever you can, and then don't go at night. There's too many traps and obstacles and floating containers and shit out in the water. But yes, I do not require electronics to navigate, and you shouldn't either. You definitely should use your internal compass. Don't use your wife's internal compass.
I have no compass whatsoever. I think in this video that's going to be coming up soon, we were recording and I was saying, well, the winds were coming from here. And I'm like, I don't know where. Is it southwest? Is it southeast? What is it? I'm like, from there. I felt very dumb saying that, but I didn't know where they were coming from. So that and William was not around. So
Well, she has a watch that is solar powered. It lasts for almost 2 months, and it has a compass on it.
Oh yes. I never used compass there in my life. I guess you're right. Yes. Greg, I
Right.
was a quartermaster in the U.S. Navy. I can run a sextant. That's so cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's like beyond awesome.
So some people are telling you how to pronounce dometic, 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 phonetic.
Dometic.
Have you considered do some sort of wind generator like windmills, but obviously on a smaller something?
That's exactly, Rebecca, what we have. These are small windmills, and electronically, they're geniusly designed and built. They do have patents. They're from the UK. They're heavy, but they are amazing. And I did see them on a boat that traveled all around the globe. It was a boat called Annabelle. If you get a chance, somebody look up Annabelle Annabelle Sailboat.
Aluminum.
For sale. Built and designed by a helicopter pilot. That boat is phenomenal, but it had a pair of wind generators, and you could watch the power coming at anchorage, and that sold me on that boat.
Probably a repeat question. How old were you when you began learning English? You speak very well. Good question. I started learning English when I was 7, but then in depth when I was around 12 because I went to language school and we had English every day. And then I had also like a tutor. That's what you say, a tutor. And then I studied a little bit in England for a couple of summers, and then I didn't speak at all, and then I came to US, and everybody was laughing at my accent, and I didn't understand why they were laughing, because I thought I don't have any accent. I was working at the car leasing company for a little while, being their videographer, and they were like the V's and W's that I always like. I call William. So they kept laughing about it. And I could not figure out why they were laughing. That was like I remember that. That was so funny. Um, Randy from Arkansas, missed you. Shout out. Do you have surveillance camera? From Laura.
We have a surveillance camera in the back that's motion detected, but we have just installed a FLIR, and the FLIR actually does a scan. And when it's connected to what was on the boat, the Ray Marine, we have Garmin for instruments, and we have a Ray Marine for the FLIR. And it can actually see a container or someone in the water, and it can alert you. So we're testing the FLIR system out. I used those back in the day with some other things. Now they're cost effective, and they are built for boats. So we do have surveillance system. You know, it's kind of unique as being on a catamaran. You have one point of entry. On a sailboat, you have one point of entry and pretty much one way to get out. On a catamaran, you have this big deck on the back that people are going to trip over a bunch of crap and fall and do whatever else to get inside. Then they're going to break the glass to get in the top deck. And then you still have two cabins on the side on each side. So you have a little bit more protection. If you were to get, I tell Yana often, if somebody's going to break our door down, it's a bunch of guys, we're going to tell them that the safe is on the other side. And then we have a plan when we're going from one side to the next. She has her own plan, but we won't go into that right now.
Hopefully. Oh, that plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe one day.
Yes.
One person is asking about the algae in the fuel tanks, and the second fuel question about the cost per gallon.
Okay.
Do you know here?
Actually, the cost per gallon is about $1 less per gallon than diesel in the States. It's partially subsidized by the government, so it's less money to buy fuel here. The algae in the tanks, I do always use an additive. I put in the tanks when we fuel up, and that's an algae eater, etc. If you've got good filtration system and you carry abundant filters on board, you can clean it out before it gets to your engine, and you're never going to have perfectly clean fuel. In fact, the old fuel is 3% oil. So to answer that question, you want to buy the less clean fuel that you can get here. It's a little smoky. It keeps things lubricated. But yeah, treat your fuel all the time, and you're going to be with good filters in an okay state.
Okay. Rolando, my son was in the Navy for 14 SCB. You speak English very, very, very well. Thank you, Greg. Have you going to? I think we answered everything.
No, we get to Alex.
Stan is saying William is right. I want to talk about tech. We love you guys now. Well, we did before tequila. Thank you, Don
Julio or Reposado.
Reposada.
For me, Añejo. And if you ever had Añejo tequila, it's what single-handedly wiped out the Mayan Indians. But actually, this is it. This is nectar.
That was here too, right?
Yes, yeah. This is nectar. This will cure toothaches. It'll cure just about anything.
Oh, we don't want toothaches.
And it'll also make you fly like I used to do. So.
Oh,
right.
It's 11:06.
Another
final.
commercial.
Come on,
All
final thoughts. And I'm going to tell you guys that also my jewelry store with vintage and antique jewelry is working back now. We were so lucky that William's brother took over the inventory and is now helping us with that. And he's going to be shipping from the US everything we're going to find on the way. And my girlfriend is also helping us with some social media and stuff. So all of that is back and running. We're going to be adding new inventory soon. We're taking pictures of that, and everything that is available in the store Christmas is coming. You still have time to get some cool presents that were found by us all over the world, and I think that's pretty damn cool.
Also, make sure you hit me up with any of the technical questions that I saw coming up, or comments or patents or anything like that in the comments. I am an addicted engineer, and we are working on two interesting projects. We're working on off-grid container homes, off-grid living where there is no power. You can drop a container. That's kind of our hobby aboard. And then we are also going to soon be coming out with an aluminum dinghy that is Iana proof. And believe me, if it's Iana proof,
That's going to be a separate video too. We're gonna show it in the vlog, but then we're also gonna make a
yeah,
separate
we're gonna
video
go.
about it.
But we are tired of inflatable, non-inflatables.
Alex saying he has the same nectar at his place. Because he married a beautiful Mexican girl. Very smart.
You know what? Get them both. All right.
Greg, has been fun talking of you. Stan signed up for patrons. Thank you so much, Stan. We really appreciate it. Make sure you any video that exists there, any post, you can comment, ask any questions, and we're gonna do a video respond to you.
And in closing, send our channel to as many friends and family as you can. We do want to grow the channel. We want to continue doing this. And the best way to do that is to give us that inspiration to help people like you guys and gals get off the sofa.
Richard is why did you both of your watches have the same time as Florida? It actually is not. It's 11, but it's 11 in the morning.
Yeah, it's
Because we have exactly 12 hours difference.
good
with you
call
guys.
though. Way
Yes.
to look here. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Robson, hello. Come on, guys. Last
All
of
right.
you, if you're signed in on YouTube, say hello to us in the live chat. Don't send comments offline. Send us live things now.
we have 8 hours of sailing to do.
Yes.
So thank you everybody for being here.
Yes, thank you guys so much. It was so fun talking to you. You can still talk in a little bit because I'm going to be still typing something here.
Okay. The master of YouTube and technology online.
We failed today because our live has been like so weird, and like we can't control anything like we told you guys.
You had a toothbrush in your mouth at 9 p.m.
Yeah, I know. I think because it went on the like on a tunnel bear, what is it called, the VPN.
Yeah.
It went on a VPN, and that's why it was so weird.
Oh, see, we could have been here.
Yeah, but we could have not, because you can't do anything here other than watching it. All right, guys, we love you.
Merry Christmas. If we don't talk to you
Happy
guys,
New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Put the like on the video.
Enjoy the families.
Subscribe.
Be healthy.
All of those good things.
And see you soon.
See you soon. See you next Saturday on the boat tour.
Okay.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.